Welcome to my rock labyrinth. This is a real life experience I have designed in order to help students to classify and recognize rock. You can use this experience in your class. When you arrive in this labyrinth, you have a gift of welcome, and this gift is a photo. In this case, is a photo of a rock I decided to show to the students who are playing in this labyrinth. So he had the opportunity to study it, to observe the details. But if you want, you can also give to the students a real rock sample. Then, after he has seen the rock, he had to answer to the question of the labyrinth. First of all, if he recognized grains, and had three answers: no, other, and crystals. No, of course, means that there are no grains into the rock. Other, if there are other material different from crystals. And finally, crystals. In this case of my rock, I have recognized the crystal. Then I go through the labyrinth and I find other three questions. The first one is if the rock had small crystals of some dimension. Of course, my rock was different. In fact, we have small and big crystals, so this is not our example. I have another questions. If there is no crystal orientation, and in this case we don't have crystal orientation, so I try to go inside and saw this kind of rock, but it's completely different from mine rock. In fact, I will see very small crystals inside a uniform red color, so I decided to look at the other questions. And this one is if there are well visible of same dimension crystal. And this is our case. In particular, the crystals are well visible. About some dimension, I have some trouble, but it's the question that fit well my rock. And I have other two questions. Do you recognize crystal orientation or do not recognize crystal orientation? In my rock I don't have a crystal orientation, so I go there and I find this rock which is very similar to mine, and I decided to understand something else about this rock. And I know that it's an intrusive magmatic rock holocrystalline, and this could be an answer and a name for my question. So I go also on the Mindat, on the link I have provided, and I find a photo which is completely equal to my photo, and I am able to give a name to my rock, which is a granite. I have also write this. Okay, this is my rock labyrinth. This is an experience and how to use it. You have other possibility, and due to the fact this is a labyrinth, it is possible to get lost. For this reason, I made a map. So if you got lost, you can recognize where you had problem and follow the line, go to the place where you get lost. So goodbye, and I hope you find my rock labyrinth an interesting experience. Goodbye.